Hey guys, so today we are going to be making some vegan crumble cookies and I'm actually borrowing one of my siblings' mixers today because I'm too lazy to mix this all by hand. My wrists are a bit sore at the moment, so I thought I'd just borrow it. But yeah, so let's get baking, which I kind of like, I've seen a few recipes of this, but obviously here in the UK we don't actually have crumble cookies. So I'm going to be attempting to make them today and hopefully they compare. If you do have crumble cookies and you decide to make these, please tell me how accurate they were, which is stock butter. And the really easy way to measure this is just, I'll bring it a bit closer to the camera so you can see, but this is actually accidentally vegan. But I'll show you how I usually measure it. It also needs to be a bit softer. So on here it's got 50, 50, 50 and 50. So we need 150, so that's just 50, 100, 150. So cut it to here and use this block, if that makes sense. So just cut it to here. And that's just what I usually do for measuring because I'm lazy. But yeah, obviously if you're in America you might not have stock butter or anywhere else for that matter. So just buy anything that's vegan if you are vegan to use as butter. It doesn't need to be soft. Mine's pretty soft, so I'm just gonna like use it like that. It's been out for around about half an hour to 20 minutes, I want to say. So open the butter, and then we'll cut it to where we need to. So 50, 50, 100, 150. So that's just right here. And then we're just gonna add that into the blender. Like this. I hate the feel of butter. Right, and then I'll be back to do the next. We're just going to blend this for a bit and then we'll add in our sugar. So let's just start off by softly blending this. Well, mixing this, not blending. We're going to need some light brown sugar and we need 70 grams of this. Also, the recipe will be linked down below in the description. I have figured that out. So just for those people who are measuring in cups, it's 2 half cups. So that was a half cup. Wrong one. This isn't even washed properly. Just half of a cup, then 2 tablespoons. So let's add that into the blender. So this is light brown sugar and then some white sugar too. Cream the butter and sugar together, which is the brown sugar, which is light brown sugar, and the white sugar. Okay, so as you guys can kind of tell, it is nice and fluffy. This is what you want it to look like. Your egg substitute, which for me is apple cider vinegar. You can use anything. I'll have probably a list of stuff that you can use in the description. It says to add a tablespoon, but I think the eggs are a bit bigger. So I'm going to add a tablespoon and then a half for one as well. Well, that was probably a bit more than a half. Oops. And then also apple cider vinegar stinks. But you won't be able to taste it, hopefully. Then we're going to add in your vanilla extract, which I never measure vanilla extract. People who do are literal psychopaths. But yeah, I sometimes do, to be fair. So add a little bit of that in. I'm adding quite a bit because I want the really to come through. Because the next ingredient that we're going to use now, this is optional, obviously if you're allergic to it. This is the one that I'm using here. It's called almond extract, and you can use any one that you want, but this is one that I'm using today. And if you are allergic to nuts and obviously don't want to be using this, you can just add the vanilla extract and it'll taste fine. But I heard that this is very overpowering and I've never used it before, so a little bit of this. Because apparently that is like their signature thing to add almond extract, so we'll see. And then that is it for the time being. I'm just going to go ahead and blend it again, and I'll show you once it's finished. Now what's next? The dry ingredients. So we can actually just take that off, and I always do this because we want like the best flavour possible. So I am going to be sieving in the majority of these ingredients except from the salt. So first of all, you're going to want to add your salt in, which I will do in just a second. I always put it in my hand first because salt is very unpredictable. You just want a bit, don't need too much. And then the rest of the stuff we are going to sieve in, and we don't want that. I always go a bit under because this can make it taste quite salty. So for both of these, I'm just going to go right under the measurement because too much bad, too little, and that's also bad. So that's why I just kind of get about the amount and add about the same amount in me. It's just, I feel like otherwise it tastes really salty if you add way too much in. Actually, I'm going to put a bit more of these in because we do want it to rise, but I'm just scared in case it tastes like too salty, so bear that in mind when you're measuring them out. There we go. Just add that in, and we're just going to sieve it because I feel like they probably do sieve theirs. Can't be lazy today. If you want it to taste like that. Okay, so here's my attempt of attempting to pop them onto the tray. I'm trying to get this the best angle possible, but that's the best that I can do. So first of all, you want to get your butter. You can add other stuff to this if you'd like, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this. And then they said in the thing just to put like a dollop on. I think it was like, I'm doing 1.5 table, which is pretty big actually when I'm thinking about it. So I might take, but their cuties are so big, so we're gonna leave it like that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and use the bottom of a cup. I know it's a Merry Christmas cup, don't blame me. And then just press it down like this. I don't know if that's gonna do much. And then, it's stuck. Maybe should have greased it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so this time I've decided I'm gonna put a bit of flour on the bottom of the cup. I'm gonna just tip the excess off into the rest of the dough and then press down. That worked a lot better. And then just kind of, I don't know how I'm going to get that off now. I'll figure out wait in a minute, but that is looking so much better than what it did before. So as you guys can probably tell, they're massive and they do kind of look a bit like the crumble cookies, but they just haven't held their shape very well. So these ones are definitely a lot better than the previous ones, so I think these are going to be the ones I use in the end. Now this is how I made the filling. So it's a cream cheese filling, but obviously vegan, so I used vegan Philadelphia cream cheese and I just added that into the mixer with a bit of butter too. And this is softened. Both of them have been out of the fridge for a little while, and then I just beated them together until they were nice and smooth. Then I went ahead and added in some almond extract and just some vanilla extract too. Don't add too much however, or else it can be overpowering. Now into the mixer also add some powdered sugar, and it's just like making buttercream this. You just add all your ingredients in and then keep on adding the powdered sugar until it's thick enough. And then I added some red food dye, which I forgot to cut off the top bit of it, so this is me struggling to get the red out. Obviously if you have pink food colouring that's even better, but I only had red, but it does turn white, don't worry. So yeah, this is what it looked like, and then I just went ahead and started to decorate. So I used a piping bag, and then I just didn't put any nozzle in it, and then just cut off the top of it, and then just go ahead and start trying to pipe these. So what I did was I started off in the middle. You can start off on the outside and swirl in, which is probably a bit of a better idea, but mine went very even, so I just thought I'd do it this way. Start off and then swirl out. And then you want to do this for all of your cookies, and I think that this is such a cute design. However, they don't do this in the original one, so you can just flatten it out, but I like this design too much, so I thought I'd leave it like this. And then after that, after I put the pink frosting on, all I did was I got these Percy Pigs like hundred and thousands like sprinkles, and I added those on the top of it. Here are the Percy Pig like sprinkle / hundreds and thousand things, and I tried to get like the more colourful ones, so it did take me quite a while because I didn't really want like the other ones. I kind of wanted the ones that were a bit more colourful instead of having too much pink on there, because you know Percy Pig is pink. But yeah, I found out that these were vegan, so obviously I had to use these ones, and they are very cute. Final result, and I'm also going to show you guys my reel that I made the other day.
Trust the process, go with your gut, and it's also Friday, so it's the weekend, so cheer up.
And if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos from me in the future, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, because this really helps the YouTube algorithm and it also helps out the channel. So thank you so much for watching, and bye.